Your target audience has a problem, and you are going to help them solve it. If you have a brilliant idea for a digital course or a coaching program that you want to share with the world, there are a few foundational things we want to make sure that you have in place before you go ahead and create your amazing product. In the last video, we talked about identifying your target audience. Now we're going to talk about the problem that you solve for them, because there's always a problem. That's where you come in. That's why they're looking for you or for a solution, for a program, is because of the problem. So we're going to identify that now. Now, when you're trying to figure this out, what problem you solve, I don't want you to just guess. I want you to do the research. So where do you do this research? You can get into Facebook groups where your target audience hangs out, or check out YouTube channels where your target audience, again, might be subscribing and watching videos. Get in there, read the posts, read the comments, read what they're saying, how they're characterizing the problem, their pain points, their challenges, the transformation, everything. Because this is going to be gold. You will take this information, start a spreadsheet or a Google Doc or something, copy and paste their exact words into this document, and then you're going to use that on your sales page and in your marketing messaging and marketing emails and everything. That's going to make them feel really heard, because you're using the words that they're using to describe the problem and the solution that they're looking for. If this video is already resonating with you, if you're already finding value, hit like. You can also share this video with anyone who you think might also find value in it. So now that you know where to look for this information, what specific questions are we looking to answer? 1, how do they want their life to change? Quite simply. 2, what does this transformation look like? So what's the criteria for success? If, for example, if they want to get healthier, does that look like losing a certain amount of weight or being able to run a 5K? What is standing between where they are now and their future self? Like this new and improved version of themselves. What's stopping them? Now, there might be multiple problems. If there are, which of these problems is the most urgent, is urgent enough for them to invest time and money in resolving it? Another question, was there a triggering event that caused them to seek out a solution to the problem? If we're going along with the weight loss example, like, do their pants not fit anymore, or they're, not able to play with their kids? Another way of looking at it, if there are multiple problems and they all get ignored, which one has the biggest consequence? If there are multiple problems, which is a profitable problem for you? Ultimately, you're running a business, so you need to find the problem and the audience that's able and willing to pay to resolve this problem. This question I like. What have they already tried that hasn't worked? And then the follow-up to that being, how is your approach different? How will you help them solve this problem when something else didn't work? And finally, it's 1 year from now, all their problems have been solved. What does their life look like now? So once you've done your research, and you've taken these words and put them into your spreadsheet or into your Google Doc, I want you to write your problem statement. And the format of the problem statement is, I'd help blank do blank without blank so that blank. And I know it's a little bit hard to explain like this, but what you're saying is, I help who? Who do you help? Who's your audience? What do you help them do without pain points? Like, how will your approach help them do this without these things that they want to avoid? And then so that, and this is a really important part of that sentence. Like, you can make a change for somebody, but what's the so that? Like, why does it matter? How is this fundamentally going to improve their life? So an example is, I help full-time moms put together stylish outfits without a lot of time and stress so that they can feel comfortable and confident, right? Your target audience is full-time moms or, you know, stay-at-home moms, frazzled moms, whatever. Do what? Put together nice looking outfits, stylish outfits without, like, what's the thing they're trying to avoid? A lot of time, stress, money. That's things that they don't have a lot to give. So that, what's the so that? Like, how is this going to improve her life? So that the so that in this sentence is that she's just going to feel better about herself, more comfortable, more confident. Okay, so now that you know who your target audience is and the problem that you solve for them, we're going to do some competitor research, or peer research, I think sounds a little bit friendlier. And this part's actually really fun. So you can watch the next video where we'll talk about how to do that. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.